enlivened to see big pots in your kitchen, which means big prasadam distribution, Rath Yatra, like that. So if you have deities, that means you get entangled with deity worship, which is not the Yuga Dharma. The deity worship is mainly for regulations, cleanliness, regulation, and helping with our sadhana. That's the idea. So you are not missing out because you have Radha Gokulnanda right here. You are doing your mental seva with Radha Gokulnanda right here. So it was just, and I'm sure you are wondering where I'm coming from. So as he mentioned, actually I'm in Leicester for last few years, and before that I was in Peterborough, and we organized 2-3 Rath Yatra just like this. There wasn't a center or devotees. They were all mostly people coming to Leicester. But it's very easy in England. We can do that if there is a desire. So I had organized 2 Rath Yatra there in Peterborough before. And wherever Krishna gives opportunity, we continue like that. So tomorrow we'll speak more. But yes, this regarding this bhajan and bhajans, I'm sure you would want to know that each bhajan has a story. So just like how Srila Prabhupada introduced Jaya Radha Madhav, it is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's bhajan. And then also, when did he introduce Nashinga prayers? And which one is Srila Prabhupada's favorite bhajan? So there is a lot we can talk, and you've given me 20 minutes. Thank you. Which is a special bhajan, and why Jai Radha Madhav came about, And there's a beautiful story of, because we have our Radha Madhav and Mayapur, world headquarters of Hare Krishna. So all these wonderful poets and our, you can use it here if you want, acharyas, they have a purpose to help us to focus our minds on Krishna. So which, if I may ask you, which other 2 bhajans have you done so far?
So we did Prabhupada's prayer,
Oh yeah.
on the way to America.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember the words, but it's one of the 2 prayers
Yeah.
he composed on his way to America. And then the second one we did last month was Nitai Padathamala.
Okay. Thank you. Yes. So we have a whole lineage of all these acharyas. Is it coming up, the bhajan?
Yes.
You can. Oh, I see.
So lots of
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you all get yours? I'm sure you have all yours. It's better that way also, right? Yeah. So what happens is during, different attacks in India, our acharyas, the local people, including Guru Nanak and the Sikh communities, they were trying to protect the country, So the whole idea is to not just to protect the deities, but the people, the culture, your attire, the food, everything, especially the culture and the spirituality. It's very important. So India has seen the onslaught of all these things again and again, Just like when Ashok came and then he stopped all Vedic sacrifices and brought in Buddhism, right? So similarly, what happens is the truth never dies. Ultimately, it's the truth that wins. So after the Turkish invention, what was it? Invention? Turkish invention? No, Turkish, they came, yeah. Yeah. So what happened was there was a big renaissance of bringing the Sanskrit poems or poets and bhajans, and then what happened was they would translate it to the local languages. First there was Sanskrit. But that is to our benefit, because there are, people everywhere, all over the country, they could understand and sing and relate to these local dialects by the great poets, So if you don't know about these two great poets called Vidyapati and Chandidas, you have to look it up, because they are the poets for devotional service in the highest form. And actually, Lord Chaitanya was very fond of them, and also Jayadev Goswami. But when do we get access to that? When will we understand that? Only if we first go step by step to the ones that are given to us in our daily songbook. Okay? Amazingly, Srila Prabhupada has given so much in there. So that a beginner as well as an advanced devotee can relish, because there are so many of Bhaktivinoda Thakur's songs, Narottam Das Thakur's songs also. So Govinda Das is one of them. He was part of that, they call it Padyavali movement. Padyavali means the flowering of the poetic movement. So he was part of that at that time. And like I said, Vidyapati was a very famous, and he's very famous for his intimate bhajans of Radha and Krishna, which means like up to the ras of amorous pastimes of Radha and Krishna, because who could talk about that until they've reached that level? So Govinda Das comes from a family of poets. His brother was a poet, but his brother was a philosophical poet. So there are different kinds of poems, just like Vidyapati I mentioned. He talks about intimate pastimes of Krishna. Then we have philosophical, where we can pass on the philosophy through poetic way. And then there are other bhajans, of which is this one which you have chosen. This is really very good for everyone. But the best thing, which is quite amazing, it's in Hindi, which is quite surprising. So that's different kinds of bhajans. So his brother was also a poet, and guess what? His grandfather was also a poet. And I think I left my paper there, if I can have, sorry. So his grandfather's work is called Sangit Damodar. His grandfather's name was Damodar Das. So he has also these whole works of poems. In fact, we should, anybody who is inclined to, in fact, Srila Prabhupada said every devotee should make a daily journal or write every day. Why? Because we can express our realizations, our thoughts, and you can see the difference from when you first come to Krishna conscious and how you're progressing. He wanted everybody to write. And who knows? I mean, especially the best exercise is a Vyas Puja offering. And it doesn't have to be only for your guru. My guru, your guru, what is this, A senior devotee is a senior devotee. We should learn to glorify all devotees, not just senior devotees. Even there is a wonderful exercise where if you come together on a weekend, which you do, you can think of the good qualities of other devotees and maybe write it down and give it to them. Exchange. And this is how you will flower your method of poetic, which is in everybody, because Krishna is the poet also, is one of his quality. And 26 qualities of a devotee is a poet. See? So we have to develop that among your busy schedules. Only a devotee can control his mind. Just see. People are trying so many methods to control the mind. But only a devotee knows how to control his mind. Over the next few days, we can continue talking about that. And so this is lesson from studying about this great poet like Govinda Das. So then, so he was from Bengal, and he was contemporary of Lord Chaitanya. So from 1400 to 16, like that, they had all this upsurge of poetic movement, bhakti movement. And the village he comes from was actually a center of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Although he was a Sakta devotee, which is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sakta means he's worshipping goddess, but then he and his brother got initiated by Srinivas Thakur. So then he changed to Vaishnavism, and guess what? His work is about 450 lyrics or poems in his work. Can you imagine one person, 450? One of them is called Gita Amrita, right? And Sangit Madhuban. He also wrote a play called Sangit Sadhak. He was actually very prolific in his work. So once he came and got initiated, he sent his poem to Jiva Goswami, and he gave Jiva Goswami, Prabhu, but gave him the title, what? Kaviraj, means the king of poets. See? So he got that title. And I feel blessed to be studying his work, thanks to you all, you know. So in today's time, you are familiar with Ravindranath Tagore. He's a famous poet. Guess what? He took this play, which Govinda Das wrote, and he made it into an opera. See? So how the influence of these devotees goes past and present, you know, so it's like eternal. He was also known as second Vidyapati. This is really a big title. That is amazing, to be called second Vidyapati, you know. So he was part of, what happened was he went to this town in Mithila, in that area, to collect all the works of Vidyapati, and he got his inspiration from that. So gradually he started with regular bhajans and then went into a more deeper bhajans of higher levels of bhakti. So I think we should continue with this. So is it okay if somebody would read the first translation? Do you want the mic? It's better.
O mind, just worship the lotus feet of the son of Nanda, which make one fearless, having obtained this rare human birth. Cross over this ocean of worldly existence through the association of saintly persons.
Okay, so which is, this one not, is it correct, the time?
Yeah.
So we don't have much time.
Don't worry, you can carry on to the 10 past 8.
Okay, okay. All right.
Minutes is enough for singing.
Okay, thank you. So this prayer or the whole bhajan is about controlling the mind and how to get him to think, just like the first verse here, how to remember or why we have to remember Lord Krishna, the son of Nanda Maharaj, you know. To worship the lotus feet of the son of Nanda, which makes one fearless. Okay, so the Sanskrit is Bhaja Hure Mana Shri Nanda Nandana. Abhaya means fearless. Abhaya Charanana Vinda. Durlabha Manava Janama Satsange Taro He Bhava Sindhu. So Durlabh Manav means it's very rare birth that we get this human form. And by the way, Srila Prabhupada gave or sang this bhajan, recorded 4 times in 66, 67, 69, and 72. So I think New York, Los Angeles, and different places like that. And imagine he gave different commentaries for each time. So one time he expands on more like the rare human birth. Another time he expands on, how we can take to the path of bhakti. So please, let's go to the second verse. Right?
Both in the day and at night I remained sleepless, suffering the pains of the heat and cold, the wind and the rain.
Sita tapa batabarisana edina jamini jagire bifale sevenu kripara durajana chapala sukhalaba lagire.
For fraction of flickering happiness I have uselessly served wicked and miserly men.
1 second, let me say the Sanskrit first. E dhana yovana putra parijana itheki ache parati tire kamala dala jala jivana talamala bhajahure hari nitire. Okay.
What assurance of real happiness is there in all of one's wealth, youthfulness, sons, and family members? This life is tottering like a drop of water on a lotus petal. Therefore, you should always serve and worship the divine feet of Lord Hari.
Shravana kirtama sarana vandana pada sevana dasyare pujana sakhijana atmani vedana govinda dasa abhilasare. So in one of his purport, Srila Prabhupada mentions about these 9 process of devotional service, which is this one. Yeah, Shravana, Kirtan, all the 9 processes of devotional service. So actually you can see, as I was saying, in the first one, it's talking about the rare. So here is, I don't know.
Just like Arjuna, he achieved his spiritual consciousness or Krishna consciousness by hearing from Krishna. Similarly, one has to hear from Krishna or from the representative of Krishna. One who presents Krishna's words as it is, from him one has to hear, because at the present moment we have no opportunity to hear directly. To hear directly from Krishna is there. The arrangement is there. Krishna is situated in everyone's heart, and one can hear from him very easily, anywhere and everywhere. But he must have the training how to hear. For that purpose, one requires the help of the representative of Krishna. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that one can achieve devotional service of Krishna by the combined mercy of Krishna and the spiritual master. Guru Krishna Kripaya Paya Bhakti Lata Bij. By the grace of spiritual master, Guru, and by the grace of Krishna, one achieves the opportunity of serving Krishna in devotional service.
Isn't this beautiful? So he's giving the whole translation, and of course he sang 4 times, Srila Prabhupada. So he's given us everything. We just have to access it, make time. And actually, believe it or not, time does not affect devotional service. So there are three things that are similar. What is that? Bhagwan, Bhakti, and what is the third thing? Bhagwan, Bhakti, and what's the third thing? It starts with B. Bhagwan, Bhakti,
Bhajan,
Bhakta.
Bhakta, devotees. Devotees, yes.
Yes, Bhakta. So Bhagwan is transcendental, Bhakti is transcendental, and Bhakta, when he's engaged in Bhakti, is completely transcendental. So Prabhupada has given us a transcendental process. It is really beyond our comprehension. So the point I was trying to make is Bhagwan is beyond time, Bhakti is beyond time, so Bhakta will be beyond time, right? But we just don't understand. So the point I'm trying to make is the time does not affect a Bhakta. And who is a Bhakta? A person who's engaged in Bhakti, right? As simple as that. So we have to transcend that from our mind, that the time is illusion for a Bhakta. So we make our lifestyle in such a way that we can transcend that. Okay, so any questions on any of these points? Yes.
First, I'll read that, yes. It is the desire and great longing of Govinda Das to engage himself in the 9 processes of bhakti, namely hearing the glories of the Lord Hari and chanting those glories, constantly remembering him and offering prayers to him, serving the Lord's lotus feet, serving the Supreme Lord as a servant, worshipping him with flowers and incense and so forth, serving him as a friend and completely offering the Lord's one's very self.
So these are the 9 processes of devotional service. And Srila Prabhupada said that one can get perfection from any one of them. And we have a example of devotees who perfected their bhakti doing one of the devotional service. Like Prahlad Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, he was simply hearing. Sukdev Goswami was speaking like that. But I just want to go back to what Srila Prabhupada was saying about how one should get the mercy of a guru or a spiritual master who is connected with Krishna. And that one of the other purports where he giving the purport of this song, he's actually mentioning and gives the example of a guru in the way of a sun and sunlight. It's so beautiful. He says, the sun will come into your room, but it's not actually the sun, it's the sunlight. So that's how he explains that a guru is like Krishna, is none different than Krishna in the example of the sun and sunlight. You see? So we have our philosophy, and all these points can be misunderstood, but you can see these little songs, they make it so clear. And it's so wonderful that you are making the attempt to study these songs and bhajans by Vaishnavacharyas. So any points in particular? Any questions? Yes? Yes?
Allow me to ask a basic question. It's on behalf of all of us. We understood the translation, and you just emphasized on the importance of a guru.
Give him a mic, I guess it's better.
So in the context of what we have just read as translation to this bhajan, how important it is, or what is the necessity to submit to a certain guru? And is it not possible to do without a guru, devotional service without a guru? Just a little bit on that.
Okay, so you have got your degrees, I'm sure, and you have a job very relevant to your education. So you went to a particular university, and that were your gurus who were guiding you to get an official certificate so you can get a job. So it's as simple as that. In order to actually understand the subject matter, we need a guide. You know, your first guru is your mother. She teaches you how to eat with the right hand. She teaches you how to sit on the floor with folded legs like this in asana. She teaches you everything. So that's your first guru. Then your father is your guru. Then your teachers. So we can't even make a step without a guru. You see? So similarly, it is true because it's Kali Yuga. Everybody wants to bring their own philosophy saying, I can go to Krishna directly. But here is the answer, like you had your first guru was mother, and she still is your guru. Right? So when Lord Ramchandra came back from the forest, after 14 years, everybody was waiting to meet him, and he wanted to greet everyone. But the first person he went and paid his respect to was Kaikeyi, his mother, the mother who sent him to forest for 14 years. You see? So we can never emphasize enough, because in our movement or in our philosophy, it is very clear that without Guru you cannot have a Gyan. And Srila Prabhupada just mentioned also, you get Bhakti Lata Bij from the Guru. And then we have the example of sunshine and the water to plant and to nourish that seed, so it will get and grow into a nice lata. Lata means a creeper, bhakti creeper. Yes. Give her a mic if you have a question.
Yes, yes. Following what you're saying, so you're describing the action of the Guru as well as the purpose when you are saying the analogy of the sunlight, that so we can't really be aware of Krishna unless we have the Guru, because they bring that sunlight, they bring his light. We feel the light, or we experience the light through the Guru, and we wouldn't experience it otherwise. Yes?
Actually, the sunlight was Srila Prabhupada used it as an example of the Guru himself. Like, here is the sun, and we say, oh, the sun is coming in the room. So suppose sun is Krishna, and the sunlight is the Guru. That's how he explains.
So it's like an analogy, and the English word is the analogy, isn't it? That So I am just trying to just see if I have the right understanding of that analogy, that what it means. That it means the Guru, like Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, brought us the connection with Krishna, and also the energy. There may be the energy changes as well. They can bring you help your energy to connect.
So I just mentioned it is the seed of bhakti. The Guru gives the seed, and then through his guidance, we nourish. The instructions are from the Guru. Another example for you to better understand the position of a Guru is glasses, eyeglasses. When you wear glasses, it doesn't separate the vision from what you're looking at. It actually magnifies. So that's another example used. it magnifies. So a guru is like a sunglass. He's a transparent via media to God, to Krishna. As simple as that. Because we are so covered over, that's why Bhagavad Gita is so important. If you read that, you will see there are 3 different kinds of covering. And, some are very dense, and some are medium, and some are light. So all this covering have to be removed, and this is through the process of bhakti, to chanting and hearing. Okay? Any other questions? Yes. Okay. That's it? Yeah. Quick one.
So is it essentially not possible at all to go back to Krishna without going through the process of gaining a spiritual master?
That's the whole thing we were discussing, right? You don't even know. We have example of some person, a child was left in a forest. This is true story. And somebody has found this person was walking on his 4 legs, because there's no human, and he was raised by animals. There's no human that told him or taught him how to walk on 2 feet. And this is a true story, right? Just see. So at every step, we need gurus. By the way, there isn't just one gurus, there are many gurus. So every person in your association is your guru. Even he could be younger or an older. But Vaishnav means the guru of the whole world. Just see. So a Vaishnav has a great responsibility to his fellow devotee and to the whole world. So there are many gurus here. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpatarupascha kripa sindhubhaya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mataji. That was very, very wonderful. You can keep sitting.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So the
Who's
next,
going to sing?
I'll make an attempt unless there are any volunteers. It's so. Thank you once again to Gandhari Mataji. It was a very nice explanation. The next 10 minutes we'll try and dedicate to singing the bhajan in a call response method.
Yeah, it says, Prabhupada says actually it's Tintal. Can you believe? Tintal.
Yeah, so you do it?
Can you tell me by voice? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But depends who is singing, obviously, right? He knows. He knows. You will.
No, it's just bhajan. It's only 4 words.
Yeah, just 4 verses, but they are so full of
Messages. I'm not a singer myself.
not many people are, but we can try.
Try, yeah. Is it big enough for everyone to sing? Bhajahure mana Shrinandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare Bhajahure mana. Bhajahure mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. Durlabhamanava janam satsange taro e bhava sindhure. Durlabhamanava janam satsange taro e bhava sindhure. Bhajahure mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. Sita-tapa bata barisana edina jamini jagire. Vipale sevinu kripana durajana chapala sukhalava lagire. Bhajahure mana Shri Nandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. Edhana yauvana putra parijana ithe ke ache para titire. Kamala dala jala jivana tala mala bajahu haripada nitire. Bhajahure mana Shri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. Shravana Kirtana Smarana Vandana Pada Sevana Dasyare. Pujana Saki Jana Atmani Vedana Govinda Dasa Bhilasare. Bhajahure Mana Shri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. Bhajahure Mana Shri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vindare. Durlabhamanav janam satsange taro ebhava sindure. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo bolo.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
One more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hands in the air.
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yaga Ki Jai. Nitai Gauru Premanande. Hari 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 Bol. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, everyone, for wonderfully participating in Bhajan Sandhya. We do this once a month, third or the fourth Friday. Look out for the dates for next month. Stay tuned. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you for coming. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's Satya, Bhajan Satya. Just a short announcement. Tomorrow is a Mangalarti, the monthly Mangalarti. It's starting up from 5 to 9. And we have a seminar conducted by Mataji, Gandhari Mataji, starting at 8 o'clock on the topic of one ashram, which you can... Yeah. Yeah.
Because Sunday we have a bigger audience, so we do theory.
Okay. So we kindly request you to attend tomorrow. If you can't make it at 5 o'clock anytime, we'll be here till 10 o'clock. 8 to 9 is the class, and then 9 to 10 is the Prashad. And then same class would be conducted on Sunday from 1 o'clock to 2:30 by Gandhari Mataji. So we just waiting for the Prashad prayers.
Ma prasade govinde,
Ma prasade govinde,
nama brahmani vaishnave,
Nama Brahmani Vaishnave,
salpa punya vatam rajan,
Salva Punyavatam Rajan,
visvaso naiva jayate,
Vishvaso Neva Jayate,
salira badiyaja,
Sharira
Vidyaja Jodendriyatavika Jivifel Visyasagare Taramadya Jivati Lobamoy Sudurmati Tekatata Katina Samsari Krishna Baro Doyamoy Kori Bari Jivajay Svaprasadana Dirabai Se Enamrita Pao Radha Krishna Guna Gao Premda Ko Shaitani Nitai Jaini Mai Jaini Tai Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Prasadam waits next door.
Oh, and, we got a new guest here for the first time in our temple. Could you just shortly introduce yourself?
Pardon?
You introduce yourself.
My name is Haridas and I'm from Vrindavan. And I'm based in Leeds at the moment, and I work for, not work, I do service in the temple of Sri Lakshmi Narayan in Bradford. And I'm their priest. And I managed to got some time to come here, and on the invitation, I met Shalishji in Leeds at a Vaishnav in the Vaishnav house, in the Vaishnav association, and then I got to know him. Then he invited me to come to the Manchester and have the darshan of the beautiful deities here, and all the Vaishnavs. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming, and we hope we have more of your association in the future. So whenever you're in Manchester, you come and see. Prashad is waiting for you to serve in the next door.
I'll have to listen to the recording later on. Programs are So you can yeah, just let us know a couple of weeks in advance so we can schedule you. इसको Thank you, Prabhu. It was nice.